Your network is your net worth is a quote that will stand the test of time.
It's my lifestyle. It's my lifestyle.
Hey, what's going on? This is Efren Torres, the host of the Towers Lifestyle Podcast, and I want to talk to you about your circle, about our circle, who we have around us, who we deal with, who we call our friend, and who is actually there for you. So I broke this down into different categories, 5 different categories. This is a spectrum of friendship, if you will. So on the list, I have number 1, you have best friends. Number 2, you have friends. Number 3, you have business contacts. 4, acquaintances. And 5, people that you don't mess around with. People you don't mess with. People you don't F with. People that are no longer anybody that you would associate yourself with. And one thing that I've realized is that your best friends won't always be the ones you've known over 10 years. 12 years, 15 years plus. People that you grew up with, those aren't always going to be your best friends. Your best friends are the ones that truly care for you. And it doesn't matter if you've known them for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And on the other side, you have people that you basically grew up with. The length of time that you know them doesn't matter. Like I said, they're the ones that truly care for you, the ones that care about your life, your family, regardless if you see them at every function or not. It's a step right below your significant other. And you can talk to them about anything and everything, whether it's your dreams, your aspirations, conspiracies, BS, anything. And you can count on them to tell it to you straight. And they only want what's best for you, and they're looking out for your well-being. And that's why you can count on them to tell you how it is 100% all the time. Regardless of blood relationships or not, you consider them family. And then you have friends. Friends come and go. The loss doesn't really affect you as much. The conversations are more surface level, and sometimes they get deep, but not very often. They may or may not know your favorite color. They'll know your favorite, sports team, whatever, things like that. They'll be at the functions, the parties, all that kind of stuff, but you don't look for them like you would a best friend. And then you have your business contacts. Business contacts are people that you meet either at your place of work or theirs. This could also be out on the street, you can be shopping, whatever. You can meet them anywhere. And it's usually someone that you would have a beer with, but not party. But sometimes you can get a hybrid friend/business contact. So this business contact can be a hybrid of a different type of friend. And the business contacts usually have a way to help you at the moment or in the future. Your network per se. You can help them and they can also help you. And you should always network and grow your contact list because you never know when you may need someone. But you have to have something to help them in return. A favor for favor, business for business, things like that. And usually that contact has contacts that could help you. It's best if you have connection to help them as well, because I'm completely against using someone without being able to help them. You cannot be out of exchange with anybody, regardless the type of friendship that you may have with them. It doesn't matter where they land on the list. You cannot be out of exchange with anybody. And I personally never expect someone to do anything for me for free. I always like to give some kind of compensation. There always has to be some sort of exchange. And, let's just say in regards to business contacts, with how things are right now in the economy, you may lose your job. Knock on wood. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. But let's speak hypothetically for now. If you lose your job, you should be able to make a couple calls and have a new job in a week. If you cannot do that, you need to network more. You need to put yourself out there. Because if you cannot get a new job in a week, your contact list is weak, period. And following that, you have acquaintances. People people that you may know but not know much of. Just surface level, like their job, but not their favorite color. And these can sometimes fall under business contacts as well, but they're definitely not somebody you can count on to be there to support you mentally. After acquaintances, you have people that you just don't mess with. People that you do not associate yourself with any longer. And I stress that any longer. I'll tell you why. They could be toxic, you had a falling out, or y'all just don't like each other. But at one point in time, they were somewhere on this list. At least that's how it was for me. The people that I don't associate myself with anymore were once good friends. Obviously not that good, but that's life, and real friends will still be friends every time you level up. Those people that claim that are your friends but give you shit when you're not doing the same things you used to and say you've changed, those aren't your real friends. Those aren't people that you should be fighting to keep around. Every time you level up, you shed things from the person you were in the past, and not everyone is gonna stick around. And that's okay. You're fine. You don't need to have everybody around you anyways. Your friend circle should be exclusive, not Greyhound. And in regards to this category, I heard a term, so then I ended up looking it up, and it's called Dunbar's number. And Dunbar's number is, again, a category of friends, and Dunbar's number goes like this. So it says, Dunbar's number says that you'll have 5 loved ones, 15 good friends, 50 friends, 150 meaningful contacts, 500 acquaintances, and 1,500 people that you recognize. All right? So, okay, I see it. That makes sense. But what do you guys think? How real is that for you? Because in regards to this category, there's 6 in Dunbar's number, but I cut that down to 4 because I just meshed a couple of them, and people you recognize, that doesn't really count for me because I have pretty good memory and I'm great with faces, so I recognize people that I haven't seen in forever, but I've seen them somewhere, so I get that. But anyways, those are the people that you have around you. You have a little bit of everything, but the person that you should surround yourself with should be limited. The people you should surround yourself with should be limited. The older you get, the more you look at your circle and realize that where you are and what you have in life is closely affected by the circle of friends you have. It's like that old saying goes, show me who your friends are, I'll show you who you are. So if you don't have everything you want in life, or you're not where you want to be, you need to level up your friends. Hold them up to a higher standard, or cut them out, period. Because your circle in high school isn't going to be the same circle you have in your 30s and 40s. I wholeheartedly believe that people are put into your life to teach you certain lessons in life, whether it's directly from them or through situations and experiences you have with them. But they're not always going to be around. So don't let the loss of a friend affect you drastically. Accept it and move on. Just cherish the memories and lessons and keep it pushing, nothing more. And in regards to show me who your friends are, I'll show you who you are. You also can't put the blame on your friends because you haven't done anything for yourself. Because you're in charge of what you do. You're solely responsible for your condition, nobody else, and your situation. So if you decide to go out with your friends every weekend instead of staying in and making a battle plan for life, or creating that side hustle, or creating that business, you decide to go out with them instead, that's your fault. It's not your friend's fault for you deciding to go out every weekend and not, getting your priorities straight. But we're not talking about that. I just wanted to put that out there, that you can't blame your friends for you not doing shit. And, this also goes with relationships too. Like my wife says, people try to make chicken soup out of chicken shit. And that's true. And why is this true? Because I ask myself and others, why do you hold on to a relationship because you're comfortable? Why stay in a toxic relationship? Why would you stay with somebody that isn't good for you and isn't helping you level up? You shouldn't. And that's across the board. It doesn't matter if it's a relationship or a friendship. You gotta treat it the same way. I'm not excluding myself from these examples. I'm not preaching something that I don't execute myself. I've been in toxic relationships. I've gone back multiple times. I've had friends that I knew were leeching off me, or I've had friends that would try to sabotage me, or turn people against me, or stab me in the back. But right now, I don't deal with any of them anymore. My wife tells me that I trust people too much. I give too many people the benefit of the doubt. But that's just me. I have a big heart and I try to help people. That's just how I am. And I look at it as a strength. But it can also be looked at as a weakness. I'm telling you though, once I've had enough, that's it. I distance myself completely and I never look back. And with that being said, I'm not telling you to not give people the benefit of the doubt. Just don't be blinded because of a friendship or relationship. See things for what they truly are. If someone isn't good for your mental, then they're not good for your life. You need to do an inventory check when it comes to your friends in your circle. Do you need that kind of person in your life? Are they helping you level up? Are they just holding you back? Is this a relationship or friendship that's worth keeping? These are all questions that you need to ask yourself, because there's no reason why you should be in a 5-year relationship because you're comfortable, when in reality, you don't have any intentions of being with this person for the rest of your life. Just cut your losses, don't waste any more time, and focus on leveling up. And eventually, if we're talking relationship, eventually you will find the person that you're looking for on the road to leveling up. It also goes with friends. Once you're leveling up, you will start being in those circles that you want to be a part of. You'll start attracting people that you want to be around, that will help you level up, that have that same mindset. And I shifted this convo to relationships for a little bit because who you have directly connected to you in your love life plays a major role in who you have around you. Your significant other is the person you probably spend the most of your time with. So they should be the number one candidate when it comes to the kind of person you want around you. They should lift you up, they should respect you, they should love you, and they should ride with you. But just like a good friend, they should also check you. They should always have your back and make sure you're good. And all of that goes both ways. You should be doing the same exact thing for them as well. Again, this goes with relationship and friendship. And that's why I say you should never be out of exchange. Because if you have a friend that always watches your back, always tells you 100 how it is, always looks out for you, you should be doing the same thing for them. And because I'm not talking about something monetarily, I'm not talking about favors, I'm talking about an equal exchange of feelings, of actions, of love. That's just my 2 cents. So back to your circle of friends. If your circle isn't full of hustlers like your significant other is, you should seriously reconsider the type of friends you have. And if your significant other isn't on the same level as you when it comes to your goals, your vision, what you want out in life, you should reevaluate the relationship. And I'm not a life coach or relationship expert. I just talk from experience. And this is something everybody should take a look at, because who you associate yourself with is a direct example of who you are. And who you have around you should always want what's best and strive for better. Always. I hope this episode brought you some value, a different point of view, some insight. And if it did, hit that 5-star, leave a comment if you like, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Towers Lifestyle. Go ahead on YouTube, type in Towers Lifestyle, hit the subscribe button, like some videos, shoot me some comments, and I appreciate you guys.
It's my lifestyle. It's my lifestyle.